for the Xfinity race here. Doing it tonight instead of tomorrow morning because I am busy tomorrow morning. And then Saturday night, or I should say tomorrow night, is going to be F1 race. First one of the year. I should probably get going on that game just to get a feel for it. Then the Cup race will be, of course, Sunday morning as usual. The real race is going to be 150 laps. This is only 100. As usual, I don't think we have had a single Xfinity race this season that has gone the entire distance that I was supposed to, except maybe Atlanta. If I remember right, Xfinity race could have been the actual distance there, but that's it for Xfinity. This is why they need actual other series in this game. So it's basically going to be the 200 instead of the 300. But that's okay. We will race it anyway. We're going to be qualifying now.
Go, 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 go.
So let's do that. And did about 10 minutes of practice before doing this, and this is extremely bumpy. And even though it is pretty terrible to drive on, I gotta say it is the most realistic Auto Club out of probably all the games. This is the only game where you really feel all of these bumps. Oh no, I'm getting Snapchats. This is the worst time. I just need to turn a lap here. That was actually a good entry. Let's see how it stacks up against the rest of the field, though. I have a feeling that I feel fast, but I don't know how well it's going to be compared to everyone else. Turn 3, I have trouble with. Oh, abort. Okay, yeah, we're done. 17th, that's actually not bad. I got sent something on Snapchat here real quick. I'm going to turn off my microphone because it's a video. I want to hear what it is because it was sent directly to me. And just as I had guessed, it was something stupid and pointless. Nice. Session 2. Thing is, I don't think I'm gonna get past this session. I can't talk. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get past this session because last time I was only 17th, and I feel like that's about as fast as I can go. I feel like this weekend, with my practice times and my time right there, feels like it's gonna go almost like it did last week, where I ran the best I could do in the Xfinity race was run the middle of the pack, and Cup race hopefully will go a lot better for me, because last week most I could do was, like I said, middle of the pack, like 20th or something, wherever I finished. There was like, you could see basically the invisible line of cars that I could pass versus cars that I couldn't pass. I think I even got lapped a couple times in the Xfinity race. Then I ended up winning the Cup race. Not easily. It was a pretty intense race. Maybe I'm going to have to do a second lap. That was a terrible entry. Especially compared to last time. But yeah, at Phoenix, the Cup race, it was pretty intense. It was probably like the best race I've had so far. If you want to go check that out, obviously it's like almost 3 hours long. You don't have to watch the whole thing, but the last half of the race especially is probably the best racing I've ever had on this game. Last 2 laps, I was leading by like 1-something seconds with 2 laps to go, and then coming out of turn 4, caution comes out, so there was a green-white checkered there, and stuff happened. and I still ended up winning. So if you only feel like, if you're interested but only feel like watching a small portion of it, I recommend the green-white checker, which should literally take 1 minute. Okay. I don't know how good this lap is going to be, but it's going to be my final one. Okay, so I didn't make the last round, but I actually almost did, weirdly enough. So anyway, I'm gonna do something on my phone just real quick. Let's see if my Wi-Fi can handle this. I'm gonna put on NBCSN on my phone while I'm simultaneously doing this, because they have a K&N race on in about 9 minutes. Let's see if my Wi-Fi can handle it. Buffering. You got this. Once you're done, I can go back to the game. And of course, if it does make the stream lag a lot, I will turn it off. Hopefully it doesn't. Oh my, that's full blast. They have some auction thing on right now, so still a couple minutes. It'll give us time to see how it affects the stream as we go green for 100 laps. Should be 150, but that's not how this game works. I think I may be able to hang with these guys as long as I maintain my line, which turn 3 is definitely going to be hard doing that, but I'll try. See, even the AIs can't stick to the bottom line in this turn. But yeah, like I said, practice times, when I was doing practice earlier, I didn't feel like I was fast at all, but that's probably because up until the last couple laps that I was doing in the little practice that I had, I kept sliding up the track, and that's probably the main reason why I didn't feel that fast. Cars were passing me all over during practice because I kept sliding up the track. Like I said, if I can just maintain my line, especially through the turns, I think I could hang with these guys. But right now, a little dip. First lap went pretty well, but this lap, I'm getting loose.
All clear. All clear.
Oh, on the high side, that is not good, I don't think. Maybe it's not too bad. I'm gaining. Oh my, I just got wrecked. That is nice. Nice to know the physics in this game still put you... Can't talk. Good to know that the physics in this game just turn you completely right once you hit someone. Good to know they still do that.
Set. Okay, going green this
I
time.
thought Junior was playing. Where'd he go? Where did he go? Okay, so now I'm pretty much where I should be. Like I said, first lap went pretty well. Second lap,
Still there.
worse. Third lap, terrible.
Still there.
So yeah. Why am I still on the outside? I mean, it's working out, but I have a feeling same thing's gonna happen.
Carlo.
Oh, and it almost did, and it did. Thanks, guys. You are amazing. This feels like Atlanta and Las Vegas all over again.
Going green this time.
If I could only do short tracks and super speedways, that'd be great, because those are the two types of tracks I'm good at. Any other track that's not mile or less, or Daytona or Talladega, I'm completely trash at.
Still there.
Which probably isn't a good thing considering that most of the schedule now is 1.5 mile tracks.
Still there. Car high. All clear. Still there. Clear high.
I don't understand, why does it feel like it's just as hard to pass back here as it did when I was trying to pass for 10th earlier?
All
Okay,
clear.
down straightaway it's
Car
easy,
high.
but in the turns, it's
clear.
just
All
as hard to
clear.
pass as it was toward the front of the field. Why do I keep going up here?
Still there. Car low.
I will say that even though I only did about 10 minutes of it, the practice I did before streaming
Still
did
there.
help me out a
Clear
lot.
low. Clear low.
Because before, of course I'm doing it right now, but I would ride up the track in practice and not get good lap times, but right now it actually seems to be working.
Car low. All clear.
And then,
That was a great lap. Stay
like I said, as
focused.
long as I hang my line, I should be able to stick with the leaders, hopefully, if I ever get back up there. I'm making good time right now, though.
Car low.
I mean, really good time up here. Up top seems
All
like
clear.
a really good place. I didn't expect, I know in real life it's pretty good, but
All clear.
I didn't expect in this game where virtually every other track you need the bottom line. I didn't expect this game to be so good up here. Here it comes on lap 12 already. I can tell this is going to be
That was a great lap.
somewhat
Stay focused.
short race,
low.
which is good because it's a Friday night
All clear.
and I have an early morning tomorrow, so it's not all bad. Hashtag SAT makeup, because stuff went down 2 weeks ago when I was supposed to.
Still there. All clear.
Pretty sure I still have like a mini rant thing on Twitter if you really care. I think I even mentioned it before, but I'm not going to bring it up too much because I know majority of you don't care at all.
Still there. Clear high.
I've already made it up. If I pass McMurray, I will be exactly where I started this race.
Still there.
Nice.
All clear. Car low.
I'm liking this. Usually I hate this track, but right now it's
All clear.
doing well. And I can tell as I'm moving toward the front, these
That was a
cars
great
are getting a lot
lap. Stay
faster.
focused.
So, at least I know I'm hanging with the leaders. That's good to know, but can I pass them once I get up there? Obviously, it felt really easy getting up. It felt almost too easy getting up to this point in just under 10 laps. Getting up to this point felt way too easy.
Stay low.
But,
Still there. Car
now
high.
I'm starting to see the speed once I get up
All
here at
clear.
12th. At least I can pass more than, at least I'm past the midfield point, I guess you'd say. Like last year I couldn't pass 20th. These bumps are brutal though. I don't know how bad the bumps look on the stream, but I mean you can definitely see them in the game when you're trying to focus.
That was your best lap ever. Stay high. Stay high. Still there.
them was by Jimmy. Of course, maybe it's my fault. Maybe I moved down. Whatever. The point is, I don't want to try going any more than 2 wide coming out of turn 2 ever again.
Clear high.
I actually clear? Okay, yeah. Nice. Get out of the wall. We're good. Can we get a run here?
Still there.
Yes, we can.
Stay high. Stay high.
This is
Still
another
there.
advantage of taking the
low.
highway. You
We're
get
low.
a huge run down the backstretch, and especially helps when the straightaways are extremely long. Of course, probably gonna have to migrate to the bottom eventually once the tires start to wear. Which either that's already happening a little bit, or it's just because cars are getting harder to pass as I'm moving toward the front again. So, at least we made it into the top 10. I see the fact that I have my phone on NBCSN right now isn't affecting the stream, which is really good, because usually stuff like that does happen, but apparently not tonight. It's a good thing I can watch, well, as much as I can while still focusing on the game. I can kind of see the K&N race. Next caution, I may go over and get an earbud so I can at least listen to what's happening without you guys hearing through my mic, which I imagine would be kind of annoying.
Still there.
Are those lap cars I'm starting to see up there, or are those still just the leaders? Can't tell. Like I said, this track usually isn't too kind to me, but so far today it's been decent. When do I have to make a pit stop? 38 laps. Got it. Okay, so if I'm calculating this right, I should only have to make one more pit stop, then it should be good. Oh yeah.
Still there.
I still find it a little bit weird how the Highline works so well in this game, and although it does work really well in real life, there are plenty of other tracks where the Highline can work, but then you try it in this game and it doesn't work out at all. So I'm surprised that that in this game the Highline actually works just as well as it does in real life.
Still there.
Maybe I should have taken the Highline qualifying. Maybe that would have helped me. I still got a decent starting spot, which didn't matter because I went to the back almost immediately anyway.
All clear.
Yeah. Right now I'm kind of hoping... Oh no! Right now I'm kind of hoping for some lap traffic to come by so I can kind of use it as a pick. It seems like 10th on back is starting to fall a little bit. Denny's about second back and Newman's about just over 2 seconds back. Yeah, like I said, I'm waiting for those lap cars so I can use them as a pick to get around for some positions. Is this low line really? Okay. I noticed another thing, and I definitely saw this at the very beginning, first couple laps, is that when I'm on the very bottom coming into the turn, and combination of me trying to brake going into the turn and being extremely loose and then hitting a car by accident, that just completely messes up the turn and almost spins me out. Like, that happened a couple times. And also in practice that happened, so... 2 places I don't want to be. 3 wide coming out of turn 2, and on the very bottom going into it. That's why I kind of hesitated to do that last lap. And I don't think I'm getting too hard on the brake coming into a turn either, so I'm not getting it as loose as I was before. Yeah, on this track, you definitely do feel a little bit more loose if you touch the apron. I'm being careful about that.
They're all clear. Stay low, still there.
Which is kind of weird considering that in real life, guys use the apron all the time in the turns.
Still there. You're all clear. Car high. You're all clear.
My bad. Whatever I did to him, I saw him fall all the way back there.
Still there. Stay low. Still there.
Seems like Highline does really have the advantage here.
Stay high. Stay high. Still there.
Of course, that may have been a little too high there. But if I can make it stick, I could get a good run here. Harvick's not blocking. She is, so I'm going to move down to the bottom.
Stay low. Still there. Car high.
This feels like Daytona almost, where as soon as I pass the guy, he always gets to run on the outside. Of course, everything at Daytona had to do with the way the air was. Now it's just the fact that the Highline gets a better run.
Still there.
Except for this. Gonna get a run off the corner though, isn't it?
All clear.
Oh, maybe not. Interesting. Top 5. Still haven't hit lap traffic yet. Of course, now they say that we may be coming up to some soon. As I see a lot more than 4 cars ahead of me there. This is my first one here? Yep. Wait, he's 39th. Where is 40th at? He out of the race or something?
Stay high. Stay high. Still there. All clear.
Ooh. Wallace is holding up Larson.
Still there. All clear.
Nice, holding up everyone.
Still there. All clear.
kind of interested. Where is third place and who is it? Kenseth 1 second ahead. Truex a second, almost 2 seconds. Actually, is that Kenseth that's being held up right now? We're just passing the car. Nice, moving out of the way for me. I like it.
Still there. Clear low. Clear low.
Kind of all alone now. I don't see anyone in my rear view. I think everyone behind me got held up, which is kind of what I was hoping the lap cars would do, hold up my competitors. Without holding me up. It's like 2 lap cars are almost side by side here. Let's see how we're going to get past this. I definitely do see Truex and Kenseth. That's definitely the 2 cars ahead of these. Trap me. Trap me, and then you trap me. Nice.
Still there. You're all clear.
Suarez is not that fast in this game, is he? Not entirely sure. They did to Keselowski's car recently, because up until just a couple weeks ago, for some reason Keselowski's AI would always be terrible, like running in the 30s, and of course obviously that's not realistic. But over the past couple of weeks, it looks like they fixed it, because Keselowski's car is actually always running up front all of a sudden. Suarez's car seems like it's always going to be running in the back. Apparently, the last DLC, which is this one, with the 2017 cars, is supposedly the last one for this game before the sequel comes out later this year. So, probably not going to be any more videos on my channel of DLC for this game. Danica with a badly damaged car, it looks like, from the back anyway.
Still there. Still there. All clear. low. Still there. Clear high. Still there. All clear. Still there. You're all clear. Stay high. Stay high. Still there. Clear low. Clear low. Start low. Clear low. Clear low.
Spot originally said clear low. That is literally the farthest thing from the truth. I didn't realize that I was losing speed before. Now that I'm all alone and picking it back up again. Now they know that the Highline actually works. I'm not entirely afraid of washing up the track, just so long as I don't do it too much where I hit the wall.
clear low. Okay, halfway this time.
So halfway. Is a somewhat quick race. First one will be 200 laps. And actually, this race a couple years ago was shortened. Right now, for the past, I guess, several years at this point, it's been 400 miles. But before that, it used to be 500 for the longest time, and it was kind of an race. Now that they've utilized the top, it's more of an exciting race. Lapping Darrell Wallace for the second time here.
Still there. All clear.
I didn't even notice 38th and 39th go by again. And I still don't know where 40th is. Probably in the garage, or in this case, they just sit in the pits forever. This game.
Still there. All clear.
It's about 5 laps where I have to hit, wrong one. 4 laps and I have to hit. Of course, I will get a
Still there.
notification.
You're all clear.
For some reason at Las Vegas, it never gave me a notification when I had to pit. So whenever I had to do a green flag pit stop, I kind of had to guess, or I would figure it out once I ran out of fuel. So I caught up to Truex. Apparently I passed someone on the way, but it's probably because the leader pitted, most likely. Oh, drove it in way too hard.
Hold the fuel. Take gas. Car ahead getting this lap.
Truex in. Kenseth stay out. I guess he did. And it doesn't really matter, I'm not going for points, so I don't really need laps led. Just trying to stay out. See how fresh a tires I can get toward the end. If I can have a lap or two advantage, fresher tires, that doesn't seem like a lot. It could make a difference. Ooh, I don't want to pass you on the outside because I'm...
Car high.
So I don't
Hold
know
the
if
fuel.
that would
Yeah.
potentially screw me over if somehow I don't pass you in time.
Slow down.
Ooh, 55 exactly. So I just got my, if you heard me drop the mic, it's because I went over to get my earbuds so I can listen to the K&N race without you guys being bothered by it. That wasn't a good idea to try to stretch it there. If I didn't slide there, I could have actually stayed ahead of Truex, which would have been great because that would mean I had a better time than Truex in the pits. So once the whole thing cycled through again, I would be third, or possibly even better, depending on how everyone else did, but because I slid, he got back in front of me, and now we're pretty much where we were. Once again, once the cycle through, he'll be third, I'll be fourth, assuming anyway. Now it kind of sucks that I slid, because I'm not going to have another chance to make up ground like that again with strategy, with pits, because I won't have another green flag pit stop. So now it's all about actual skill here. But he is getting held up, so maybe that slide isn't the worst thing here. May be able to pass him.
Stay high, still there, all clear. Still there, all clear.
Oh no, I'm not going to get trapped up high when there's several
All
laps.
clear. Stay low, still there. Still there. Clear high. Start low. Still there. You're all clear. Start again, getting this route. Still there. Clear low, clear low. Stay high, still there. Clear low, clear low. This is your best lap ever. Start low, all clear. Still there. Clear low, clear low. Still there. All clear. Stay low, still there. All clear. Stay high, still there. All clear. Start low, all clear. Car high. You're all clear. Car high. Still there. Clear high.
Whoever that was.
Still there. You're all clear. Still there. All clear. Stay low. Still there. All clear. Let's go. Car high. Stay low. Still there. Clear high.
Like every single race or
All clear. All clear. Ten laps to go. All clear. Stay high, still there. Yellow's out.
Again. This is just like last week. There's only 12 cars in here. Well, there's probably gonna be 13 with the free pass. This is just like the cup race last week. I was in a comfortable lead with 2 laps to go. And all of a sudden a caution comes out. Now we've green white check. I have to worry about it. I have to capitalize 2 extra laps.
Set. Okay, going green this time. There's the green flag. Car high. Okay, here we go. Stay focused. Still there. You're all clear. Car high. Car low.
No.
Here's green light. All clear.
And I got really loose coming out of that corner because I got hit on the inside. And I got into Kenza from the outside.
Car low.
Lose this.
One more time. Clear low. Clear low. Car low. You're all clear.
I just screwed myself.
Car low. That's worth a few points.
Well, 12th, still pretty decent. Good thing this was the Xfinity race, not racing for points in this series. I will say it is pretty disappointing though. I was leading for most of the second half of the race. 2 laps to go, caution comes out. And it did not turn out like last week where I held off everyone to win. Did not end up like last week. Ended up sliding back because of worn tires and finishing 12th. So yeah, once again, I'm just glad that wasn't this race. And I would have experienced. But anyway, 40th was Bert, and he was 82 laps down. Bain apparently also got out. 63 laps down, 86 for Burton. Anyway, that's it for me. Tune in tomorrow night when I do F1 at Australia. And then Sunday morning for the Cup race. And after that, we go to Martinsville next week. So, yeah, see you guys then.